night at Ipswich Locals, going 3-1, losing only to my roommate Colin, who's right there. We played the same deck, but he drew like a god, so that was pretty neat. It's essentially just like Desmond Johnson's list, who top 16 the YCS, but I changed like pretty much nothing. Mathematician and triple bandit. You do pretty dirty things with bandit. Math, you have to play for armor, even though you're kind of like a soul charge deck because of White Stone into Blue Eyes, into draw a billion cards, into Legendary Invincible Engine of Destruction. So we have these guys. Just a really good value light engine. You have trade in as well for the combo, as Colin and I have been calling it, where you just natty draw trade in Blue Eyes and plus a billion. But you can math the stone to add the Blue Eyes to fuse if you need the light for the Papa Nef, or you can foolish this, trade in. You can fusion with this to get Blue Eyes and then discard Blue Eyes to like Super Poly or Beast. You can send this from deck with fusion to add the Blue Eyes. Like it's just good old-fashioned value. It also makes your soul charges really good because level 8s are good because so are rank 8s. For the dolls, there's 2 lizard because you have to do that for math to send Beast, and it's just pretty good because you know it's every shadow monster in your deck essentially. 1 hedgehog because you really don't want to clump up on them. Usually with bandits and such, you can dig to your fusions pretty well anyway. So you want to have this to send from deck with Nephilim, so you can add...
Search the Beast.
Yeah, Search the Beast, Tribute Set, and a Mirror. That's pretty important. 2 dragon for back row, 1900's really large. Flip a guys, sick. You know, with Shadow Games, it becomes like a really good interactive way to interact on their turn. 2 Falco, lots of value, recursion, get back fusions, get back Beast most of the time. Synchro for good cards.
Is that Falco?
It is in fact Falco. Featherfeet, Wombo combo.
Nice deck.
Triple Beast because it says draw a card, and draw a card is the 3 greatest words in any card game. He's also big in level 5, so he makes good cards. And BLS because you can't win without BLS.
It's your win condition.
It is in fact my win condition. I always top deck it when I need to because I'm really good at this game.
Smash the deck.
This one time against a good friend of mine, I punched the top of my deck and got it when I was 5 cards behind, and I won immediately. So that was pretty good. For spells, we have triple upstart because 37 is better than 40. A foolish and 2 trade-ins. You know, trade in for the combo. Draw a million cards. If it's like dead in your hand, you discard it to Super Poly or Beast. I'd play 3 Super Poly, but I couldn't find another secret or another common because Colin took the 3 of them. And I wanted to put a 3rd emptiness in the main anyway. So 3 fusion and 3 soul charge. For big daddy combo plays, this makes like everything like Felgrand, Alcei, Azurite Dragon, brings back your fusions, brings back stuff, makes Castel, Exciting Knight, you know, good stuff. And this card's just insane value. Even when it isn't insane value, it's insane value. And then 3 Shadow Games because it, you know, it's everything. MST draw, set a guy, like fill your graveyard for soul charge, and 3 Vanities because it's completely busted and it's the best like card in the game right now. And it just says your opponent can't play the game, which is pretty sick. Extra or side first? Let's do extra. Wow, Colin, okay, so he dropped my extra because he's just that good at breaking shit, so I'll do side first. 2 in the band played on. It's like an extra Vanities against Satella, Burning Abyss, and other like bad decks. So they summon Tour Guide, you would flip this, and they're like, oh, my deck, my whole deck. 3 wiretap for the Satella matchup, because wiretapping Alpha just gives you like value up the ass. 2 Rivalry, it's pretty good against rogue stuff. I don't know, it wrecks people. 2 Fairy Wind, because people like to floodgate the shit out of you in this deck. And Fairy Wind, like, just kills all the floodgates. I've got this good friend Henry, who likes to floodgate a lot, and he draws like a god. So if you can add 2 floodgates with that, it's really good. Evac for the Mirror, probably should be in the main deck, but, you know, El Cheeto or something. Triple Typhoon, good card, and then Lila, Raikou, probably play 2 Raikou over another Lila. Side could use work, but, you know, it's pretty much just all you need, like... Okay, so extra, rank 4s, Emerald, Exciting Knight, Castel. Gets rid of floodgates, gets rid of fields, recycles everything, and draws cards. It draws you into traps almost all the time. Whenever I need Vanities and I have an effect to draw 1 card, I always draw it, because I'm just...
BLS you draw.
Unless, in fact, it's BLS I draw.
And you can summon Blue Eyes.
It can summon Blue Eyes! Why have I never done that? Thanks, Colin, that's excellent. Bulbasaurus because it steals games, Durandal because it's Solemn Judgment, and Charge because you can interact on your opponent's turn by putting stuff on top of their deck or bottom of their deck, locking them out of draws with Shadow Games because it just says when a card is sent to your grave by sends your deck to the grave by a card effect. So that's really nice. You can also just use its own effect to send one, you know, call Trent or what have you. 3200 defense is insanely huge. Unfortunately, it's a light, so it gets super polyed with a lot because Colin just super polys every single. Colin is Dr. Super Poly. But yeah, I'll say 6. So is Felgrand. So what you really want to do after a Soul Charge is have cards on the field that interact on your opponent's turn. So I'll say Felgrand, Durandal are really good for that. And then you have like Winder, so they can only summon once. And it really makes it hard for them to come back after a big Soul Charge play. And for Synchros, there's Arcanite, because it's like, it just gets rid of problems, it's value. In the mirror, you can destroy one of their cards and destroy itself if you don't want to leave a fusion on the field, so that extra monster on the field, that's pretty good. Black Rose is insane. Azurite Dragon just wins games on its own, as does Leo. Sync with Construct, get back fusion, kill anything you need to. Beats up a BOS. Leo was quite good against the Rogue, thank you, Leroy. And then 2 Midrash, 3 Papa Neff. 3 came up once today against Black Wings, but I won anyway because he was playing Black Wings. And then you need 3 Construct because Super Poly, White decks are more common, I guess. And because you fuse the first one and the second one and the third one pretty often, and it's just better, I guess. So yeah, that's shadolls. It's pretty much just Desmond Johnson's deck. I changed the side a little bit. I cut a Super Poly for an emptiness. I would recommend playing this build over Hovens in Europe, like where I am, because we don't have Spark Dragon to combo with Emptiness and Raiden. Yeah, well, we have their rules.
We're Oceania.
Okay, we're in Oceania. But yeah, I would recommend this if you're playing in Europe because of not Spark Dragon. And Spark Dragon Emptiness is insane, and you should probably try and do that if you're in America. But I am Lincoln on my friend here.